Welcome. If you are watching this, you are here for the very first video ever posted on the Boulevard Report right here on YouTube.com, which means it's episode 1, it's day 1, and I could have not picked a bigger story to start with if I tried. Now, for more videos like this, remember to subscribe, comment, click the bell, and turn on all notifications because I will bring this and I will give this to you in a completely different way, a different tone, a different version. I'm not a virgin, because what is happening with Britney Spears right now is not just another celebrity headline. This is not something you read and scroll past. This is the most complicated, most heartbreaking, and honestly most human story in Hollywood right now. And today, on the first day of this channel, the debut, we are going all the way in. Now, I know this came out last night, but I wanted to gather all the details because there's more updates, there's more developments, and we're going to get into it because nobody digs as deep as the Boulevard Report. Now, as you know, as I said in the beginning of the video, this is the Boulevard Report, and we are going to go deeper than the headline, where we connect what everyone else leaves separate, and where we tell you the full story, not the three-sentence version. Now, everything you are about to hear comes from TMZ, the Associated Press, Page 6, Radar Online, the U.S. Weekly, and The Sun. This is a tabloid commentary channel. We tell you what they reported. You decide what you believe. Before we go any further, hit that subscribe right now. This is episode 1. You are literally on the ground floor of this channel. And trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming. Now, Britney Spears, let's go. Baby, hit me one more time. Today, April the 13th, 2026. The fix is in. Britney Spears is officially checked into rehab, confirmed by her own representatives. Voluntarily, may I add. Now, let that word sit, voluntarily, because if you know anything about this woman, Britney Spears, 13 years of having every decision in her life controlled by someone else. The fact that she went through that door on her own terms means everything. But here is where the most outlets are skipping over. This is where most outlets are getting it misconstrued, perhaps. This was not a smooth process. Right after her DUI arrest last month, her entire team pushed hard for immediate treatment, and Britney said no. She pushed back. She told people around her that she could handle it herself. Weeks went by. Nothing moved. Nothing happened. Something eventually got through to her, and when you hear what that something was, I promise it is going to hit you differently than anything else that you have read about this story today. Now, Page 6 reported something today that every other outlet completely glossed over. The night of the arrest, Britney sitting in that police car on the side of the freeway. She was not performing. She was not putting on a show. She was crying, embarrassed, genuinely ashamed. And the thing running through her mind, that thing running through her mind in that moment was not the judge, not the legal consequences. It was her fans, the millions of people who fought for her during the conservatorship, who showed up, who loved her. She could not stand the thought of letting them all down all over again. This is not a woman who does not care. This is a woman who cares so much that it is breaking her, and that shame is part of what finally got her moving. Now, I need to take you somewhere most people covering this story are avoiding completely. Because the DUI viewers, and that must be one of my insiders trying to contact me, one of my insiders trying to get back to me right now during the episode. Again, that's what the thing about the Boulevard Report. Expect the unexpected. Anticipate anything and expect everything. Now, remember, guys, as one of my insiders just really, again, this insider is really wanting to get me and give me the dirt, to give me the exclusives, to give me the rundown, to give me the lowdown. As you can see, my phone's going off the hook. But to interrupt me during my debut episode may not be the smartest decision. But anyways, we're covering this story, and they're avoiding completely because the DUI was not the beginning of the problem. It was the moment that the problem became impossible to hide anymore. And what was really going on around Britney before that arrest is honestly alarming. Picture a woman living alone, too much quiet, too much time, and slowly the wrong people finding their way into that silence. That is what insiders have been describing for months. A circle around Britney that sources call genuinely dangerous. People with criminal histories, people connected to drugs, people who looked at a lonely, isolated, wealthy woman and saw an opportunity. And Britney became dependent on them financially, emotionally, huge amounts of money flowing out to keep these people close. People who were supposed to be her friends, draining her while dragging her further down. The DUI did not come out of nowhere. This had been building for months. The arrest was just the moment it became impossible to look away. Okay, so she is in the facility, but getting it is only half the battle. Getting in, only half the battle. The real question is what happens when she comes back out. And that plan being built around her right now is more serious than anything her team has put together before. Now, There is developments, there's updates in this, and we're going to do multiple videos throughout the week, guys. We're going to give you the coverage, the most in-depth, the most descriptive, not just about Britney Spears, but the whole entertainment world, the news, the headlines. We're going to bring it to you, all the debacles, all the debates, all the conflicts, right? All the breakups, all the arrests, all the buildup, all the emotion, all the integrity. We're going to bring it all to you right here on this very channel. If you have a certain topic or name you want me to discuss or bring up, I'll do it right here on the Brash and the Brazen Boulevard. Now, page 6 confirmed today on the Boulevard Report that this is not just a standard detox program. A source close to Britney said that this is what they called a dual purpose. She is working on her sobriety and her mental health at the same time, both together in the same program. That matters enormously because the people watching Britney struggle have long believed you cannot treat one without addressing the other. Her team apparently finally gets that. And the program has no set time limit. She says as she stays as long as she needs. No 30-day clock. No rushing her out the door. That is either the most hopeful sentence in this story, or it tells you the people around her know that this is going to be a very long road. The grind is absolutely real. Remember, if you want more videos like this, click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Now, here is what actually got Britney through the door when nothing else could. It was not a court order. It wasn't her manager, not the fear of jail time, although that could happen, I guess. It was Sean Preston and Jaden James, her sons, 20 and 19 years old. They sat their mother down. They were brutally honest with her, and they told her 3 words: "We need you." That was the moment. Her own children looking her in the eyes, telling her that they were scared of losing her. That is not something you walk away from. Now, here is the twist that nobody is fully explaining today. Sean Preston changed his Instagram name from Federline to Spears this week, a public declaration. The whole world saw a son standing with his mother, and then hours later, he quietly changed it back. No explanation, no post, just gone. Is it pressure from the father? Is it the weight of being caught between two parents? Nobody knows, but the silence is so loud that it echoes. And speaking of his father, Kevin Federline broke his silence today. And this is why I waited to get the video out, because I knew there was going to be more fallout. I knew there was going to be more comments. I knew there was going to be more reactions from those close to Britney Spears or who used to be in her life or close to her. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Federline broke his silence today, and his reaction is not what you might expect. He says that he is glad that Britney is getting help, but he said it with a caveat. His team told TMZ that the real question is not whether she went in, it is whether she stays. He basically asked, is this real this time, or is this one more attempt that falls apart? And that question stings because Kevin Federline wrote in his memoir last October, before the DUI, before any of this, that he feared something bad was coming, that his sons would be left to pick up the pieces. Now, he was right about the warning. Now, everyone is watching to see if he ends up being wrong and how it ends. Okay, so Rehab confirmed, right? Dangerous crowd, dual purpose plan. Her son saying, we need you. Kevin watching with serious doubts. Now, let me tell you about the second story that broke this week, the one that nobody is connecting to any of this. Because when you hear it next to everything I just told you, it reframes the whole picture in a way that is honestly heartbreaking. Earlier this month, details emerged that Madonna personally reached out to Britney Spears, not through management, personally, in December and again in January. The offer: come write with me, come sing with me, come back in a studio with me, collaborate on my new album. Their first project together since 2003, since Me Against the Music, since the VMAs, moment that nobody has ever forgotten. This was not a business call. This was Madonna reaching out because she was worried, because she cares. She was one of the people alive who generally understands what it feels like to carry that level of fame, the loneliness of it, the way the wrong people swarm around you when you are vulnerable. She saw what was happening to Britney, and she picked up the phone. One icon trying to throw a rope to another icon who was drowning. And Britney, well, Britney Spears said no. Sadly, unfortunately, she did not respond. She did not engage. Left Madonna, who was at her wedding in 2022, who publicly defended her during the conservatorship, completely in silence. This is my take, my opinion. Disagree in the comments if you want. I do not think Britney rejected Madonna because she did not want help. I think she rejected it because when you are that deep inside a toxic environment, surrounded by people invested in keeping you exactly where you are, the voices trying to pull you towards something better get completely drowned out. The dangerous crowd around Britney did not want her reconnecting with people who could see clearly what was happening to her. They never do. And then there is the Instagram caption she posted this Friday before walking into rehab. She put up a photo and wrote, I am paraphrasing, that if people only knew how fragile her real heart truly was, they would see her completely differently. The day before rehab, that is not a random Friday night thought. That is something trying to tell the truth about herself, and the only way she felt safe doing so. She was trying to tell us something. So here is where everything stands right now, okay? And remember, I hope you'll subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications for more videos like this. Britney Spears inside a facility with no time limit. May 4th court date is coming. Yes, May the 4th be with you. Wow. Madonna is still out there. Her sons told her they need her. Kevin Federline is watching with real doubts. And Sean Preston's name change, added, then removed, tells us that this story inside that family that has not fully surfaced. May 4th is the first real test, showing up and having made real progress in the legal picture shifts. Walk out early and everything gets harder fast. The difference, though, that I want to bring you to, and this is where we're going to cover things that no one else dares to cover or gives you the most in-depth, the most descriptive, the most elusive. The difference between now and 2007, when she lasted less than a day before leaving, okay, lasted less than a day, is two young men who sat across their mother and told her they need her to still be there. Last time, she did not have that. This time, she does. Completely different circumstances, okay? And Madonna, I think that door's still open. If Britney comes out of this healthier and when better people around her, with clearer eyes, I think that collaboration happens. And if it does, it will be one of the most emotional music moments in years. But all of that is secondary. What matters most right now is one thing, whether Britney Spears stays in that building long enough to find her way back to herself. Her sons told her they need her. I hope that is enough. Now, I want to hear from you right now. This is episode 1, so let us really get that conversation going. Do you think Britney Spears finishes the program? Do you think that the Madonna collaboration eventually happens? And what do you think is really behind Sean Preston changing his name back? Drop everything in the comment section. I will read everyone, and I will be back with a full reaction video to what you all say. Now, again, viewers, this is episode 1 of the Boulevard Report. Thank you for being here on day 1. Genuinely, this channel exists to go deeper than the headline, to connect with everyone who leaves and feels, well, that separation. We are going to connect with everyone on all these levels and leave no separation, ladies and gentlemen, to tell the full human story behind the celebrity news. And yeah, you know what? You're going to get some mistakes. You're going to get some botches. You're going to, I'm not about AI. I'm not about enhancements. I'm not about edits. You're going to get screw ups because you're going to get the natural, authentic me. Okay. Again, we're not going to do no changes. We're not going to rewind, record. No, you're going to get it first and foremost. You're going to get it natural and you're going to get it authentic. The right, the wrong, the screw-ups, the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, whatever it may be. Now, if you liked what you just watched, subscribe right now, hit the bell, because this Britney Spears story is nowhere near finished. And every single development, we will be right here covering it. This is the Boulevard Report. Episode 1 is done. I will see you for episode 2. Subscribe.